Hey guys, so today I have a figure review. Funny story, actually, my back hurts a lot because yesterday we had like a snowstorm. It was like 20 centimeters, which is a lot of snow. I think we haven't had like a really big like snowstorm in a while in Mississauga, so it's actually like something that we weren't necessarily prepared for. It does snow a lot here, but because of global warming and all of that, it literally doesn't snow as much as it should be. And so it's normally warm up until like January, and then for some reason the snow starts kicking in and it lasts about till April. Nowadays it lasts till like springtime, so it's kind of like something that I'm used to, but in terms of like it being that much snow, a lot of things got canceled. Like my work got canceled, so I wasn't able to go to work. My bus was canceled, so I was standing out there for like 30 minutes in hoping that my bus would come, but it didn't. So I told my manager I can't come in. But yeah, basically that being said, I decided to do a review video because I haven't done one in a while and my back's kind of dead at this point, so trying to do relaxing things. So this is Mario Togata, also known as Lamillion from My Hero Academia. It is a McFarlane Toys figure. Um, for those of you who haven't seen my other review videos, I literally only collect these for the most part. These small figures behind and also like these big Bandai figures are just special cases that I've purchased. Different statues and stuff like that, but to be honest, this is the one that I wanted to collect for sure. My brother was gonna order it for me, but to be honest, I think he orders from Big Bag Toy Stores or something, and they never updated their Amazon website for a while, so I don't think he would have been able to buy this. But once I saw this at Square One, what was it? GameStop. I'm so used to saying EB Games, but they changed it to GameStop. Basically, I knew I had to get it because if you go on Amazon, these are actually resold at really disgusting prices, like 100 to 200 bucks. Like Shigaraki is like almost 200 right now. So yeah, so definitely if you can order these off of eBay or something, like a used one for cheaper, or like go to your local game store and in hopes that they have it in stock. But that's basically what I do. This one was $34.99 Canadian, which is not a bad pricing. That's basically the resale value for these in terms of the sale value, the actual sale value. So if you go to like any actual store, they should be selling it around that price. Any higher, and I would say it's a bit too expensive. So yeah, but basically, the back of the packaging is kind of strange because it has him in the serious face, and I know these are pictures of the actual models of toys. They don't use the animation pictures anymore. Um, but this is either a prototype or maybe they were thinking about having this and thought it was too expensive to have like multiple faces. The only issue with McFarlane toys is they always do these variant things. Like for Kirishima, there's two Kirishimas. One of them has sleeves and the other one doesn't have his sleeves painted on. I ended up buying both because I really like Kirishima, but in reality, when it comes to like other figures, I probably won't buy both. There's also like All Might, there's two variants. There's one where it's like the Silver Age, which is I think the rare one that I have. It's the red costume, and then there's the other one where it's the blue costume. They seem to like doing variants. There's even a new Deku one where he has like a bigger smile. But I'm not gonna buy that because I already have a Deku, so it's kind of one of those things where it's like you could buy the variants, but it's kind of annoying how it's just not included as like another piece instead of just buying a whole new figure for that character, because honestly, I don't want to buy like so many of one character. The only exception is my Bakugo and Kirishima collection, but yeah, everything else I rather not. This box has some like X-Acto knife cuts to it. I think when whoever was at GameStop dealing with shipment kind of scratched it up, but it's not that noticeable from afar, so that's fine. I'm still kind of like, I don't really want Ochako. I haven't even seen her at like I haven't seen Ochako at like any GameStop or EB Games close to my place, and she's going for like $100 on Amazon in Canadian, so yikes. I kind of don't like how her face translates onto figures though. It kind of looks a bit scary, so I might not even bother getting her. Also, I'm not really a huge fan of her. I know she's really popular in like... I think in America she's pretty popular. In Japan, I'm not too sure. Bakugo, I know when they do polls in Japan, Bakugo's always #1. So yeah. So this is the stand. It only has one peg on it as usual, and it has the My Hero Academia logo in white. This one surprisingly doesn't have any of the plastic eye tags that they usually have to keep it in place. I guess because his cape is doing that already, so I'm gonna take it now. So it's a bit difficult to take... Oh, I dropped my packaging. It's a bit difficult to take him out because it's like a very... Like the hole in the plastic is like this wide, and then this part is wider, so you kind of have to squeeze it, but this is a rubbery plastic, so it's okay. Put his arm down so he can relax. But yeah, I'm happy that they did give the like smiling sculpt for his face though, just because honestly I feel like Lamillion's like the character that will always save people with a smile, not really like an unhappy person. He smiles like no matter what, which is nice. Deku's more of like the one who's like super worried, so it's hard for him to smile all the time. So he comes with 2 different hands. It's basically either you want the fists or you just want his hand open like this. I don't really personally know what pose I'm gonna put him in, because most of mine are just like in a generic standing pose. I haven't really posed my figures too much because I don't have a lot of space to go and do that, so yeah. But yeah. So his head sculpt's really nice. I like how his eyes are different from every anime character's eyes. It's just the weirdest thing. But yeah. So his hair is sculpted really nicely. Super spiky and up. And then they have the clear plastic yellow for his visor and mask. His smile's good. The paint job on this is pretty good. Like, there's not really much smudging happening. Then you have the Lamillion thing that he has on his chest. The only thing is that I see there's like scratch marks on him. The quality control sometimes isn't that great when it comes to McFarlane toys. Again, some of them have like significant like smudging on the paint job, and some of them has scratches like this. So yeah, but they did put the details for like his abs and muscles, his belt, and then his feet and his boots. And this cape is not removable. All Might's cape is removable, so it's kind of like, I guess it depends on the character, because for Lamillion it looks like it's sticking like on his actual suit. As for All Might, I guess they went for the approach where you could remove the cape so he doesn't have to wear it all the time. Yeah, so this is like a rubbery plastic, so it won't break if he falls. So his head, the articulation is kind of meh on some parts because of the costume and the hair. So his turning doesn't seem that great. And also his neck is pretty big. You can move his head down though, so that's a plus side. And then this part, I believe you can move some, but not that much. Yeah, there's not much articulation on this one. I think this one doesn't really move that well, to be honest. Then his arm goes upwards. So this cape part, it doesn't really obstruct him. I know other characters, they have stuff here that might make it harder for them to move upwards. And then you have his elbow. There's like 22 moving parts in all of these figures, so same amount. His hand can go all the way. And I'm pretty sure you can move his wrist a certain way. But I think this one is kind of stiff. It depends on which one. They're honestly different. Every quality control is super different for these. Same thing with this. You can move it. And this part too, you can twist it. I forgot to mention that on the other arm, but you can twist it around too. And then his elbow. And his hand. I'm pretty sure you can move the wrist like up and down like that way, but it's a bit stiff on this figure, so I'm not gonna try to do that because I don't want it to get ruined. His legs only go up to like here, so not as much flexibility compared to other figures. I feel like the most flexible character that I have right now is Eraserhead and maybe Shigaraki, in terms of like their legs can move higher than anyone else's, and they can do like farther poses with their legs like this. You can move his legs pretty good there though. And then you can move his ankle all the way around. And he has that boot. What is it called? That foot area, the toe area. You can move it up and down. But yeah. That's basically it. I probably won't swap these out, even though they look cool. I still don't know what pose to put him in. Normally, I just make them stand, but I really should be looking up how to, like, pose them more, so. He does not want to stay in his peg. That's the only problem with these, is like you have to rely on one peg and sometimes the balance is off. Like there's certain poses that I wanted to do for like Eraserhead, but he wasn't able to do that just because of this thing. It makes him really unbalanced, so you would probably have to go invest in like some sort of stand that can hold around their like torso or their neck area. So yeah, but that's basically it for him. He's pretty cool. He's not really my super favorite character. Again, this is more of like my friend's favorite character, but I thought I would buy him since anyways, I'm hoping they come out with Sun Eater, and if they do, I'll probably get him, and then they can pose together because they're friends. So yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I'm not really good at reviews. This is more of just like small review but anyways, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye.